Hello, good members. Welcome back to RGT to 1K. We are running the same deck list as last time. I forgot to talk about the brain controls. Really, at the end, they didn't feel great, even though we did go up against two aggro decks. Maybe I'm forgetting a little something, but I remember thinking afterward that the brain controls were just kind of not great. However, I did speak about how powerful this card can be, so I do want to give the double brain control a little bit more of a shot, and yeah, just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, is this an omen? Does that mean I'm supposed to cut the second brain control here? Yeah, accidentally right-clicked on that, got rid of the brain control. But yeah, we're going with the same deck list. We are at 941. We're 59 away from 1,000. That is not going to happen in this episode unless we just get like a flurry of rage quits or something. That'd be kind of an anticlimactic way to end the series, right? Kind of don't want that. Want good matches. We want like good suspense-filled matches like that last one that we played where it's like, oh no, I'm dead, and then somehow just like flip up, have the perfect 5 cards in the deck, and be able to win anyway. Those are so fun. And that's the reason we're here. Said that over and over and over, but once again, I'm just kind of yapping, like I do sometimes at the beginning of these. You all have to listen to me. That's not true at all. You all definitely don't have to listen to me, but to not yap too much, let's go ahead and get into some matches. All right, match number 1, we're leading off on a good old rock. Opponent ranked 468, has a lot of experience, 3324. That's quite a bit. Not as much as I have on my Kuhb account, but all right, we'll hit the opponent up with the U2. We've got a nice little hand here. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of monsters, including our DMOC in our hand, but, what do you do? What you do is you play good Goblin Housekeeping, and you put those back in the deck. Shout out to DMOC Launch. Big fan of that deck. You all know that. All right, another Monster Gate and a Brain Control. Okay, so I kind of don't want to set Facilier, but I also kind of do. But like, if I don't, then I have double Monster Gate plus Reasoning on the next turn. Yeah, I mean, that's really strong. I don't have to do all of that. I could just discard DMOC. I don't want to give the opponent use of a Nobleman of Crossout. So I think I'm actually just going to discard the... a little giant orc here. Some dork action. Good news. Facilier is protected from Deck Devi. Alright. I mean, when it rains, it pours for the opponent, right? That's just an insane draw. I'm going to lead on Brain Control. Try to go into Jinzo here. If they flip up Deck Devi, they flip up Deck Devi. Kind of is what it is. But here's my Jinzo. Would you like to negate it, opponent? They would not. Okay, well, I'm going to Reasoning first, because I would like to maybe get something a little bit better than Pot of Greed for my DMOC, which just sounds so weird. Hopefully we don't hit Stein here. They call 4, so we do get to hit something. All right, we do hit Stein. That's unfortunate, but we can Monster Gate that off. Giant Orc plus Brain Control, of course. Perfect tandem to get us out of Stein range, but I'm just going to go ahead and Monster Gate here. Get to get back DMOC Megamorph. Oh, yeah. I believe we win this game. Another Stein. Okay. Okay, well, we have a Monster Gate for that as well. We'll just go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll find something that's actually of use here. Glad I drew the double Monster Gate. Sometimes you do just hit running Steins, okay? Here comes Blowback. I will activate just in case there's like, I don't know, an MST or a Book of Moon or something back here. MST would mean we don't win this turn. Of course, they would be able to hit our Premature Burial. But short of an MST or a Book of Moon, I believe we're going to be doing all right here. Mirror Force, don't care about that card. Premature Burial. Target DMOC. Ah, they do have the MST. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's let's hope for no Snatch Steal here. Hit the wrong card with Blowback Dragon. Sometimes that's how that be. We're 4,200. Snatch Steal could very well... Yeah, okay, they have the Snatch Steal. All right. I mean, the opponent had, like, the perfect cards to make this work. Man, even, like, Giant Orc, most monsters aren't even going to get me out of Stein range. Yee. Okay, Reasoning. That's good. Do they call 7? That's all we have left in the deck, but, I mean, like, I have to go for it, right? There's no way I don't. It's unfortunate, like, we have to kill the Jinzo here. They could call... they probably do call 7. Yeah, they call the 7. Wow. Gonna lose this game. Okay. That's how that be sometimes, I guess. Was not expecting to lose this game. I probably should have just conceded, but I gave my opponent the entire deck information there. We saw a Giant Orc. It's just like a little bit of an unfortunate turn of events, right? Like most monsters our opponent would attack with there would not get us out of Stein range. So those Steins would just be uber lethal. And we wouldn't have to just burn 2 monster gates just to get into something else. Yeah. And then like we lost the 50-50 destroying the Mirror Force instead of the MST, and they had to have Snatch Steal in hand. They just, I mean, good for the opponent. Like, I'm not salting them and, like, angry about it or anything. It's just like, you know, sometimes those things pop up in card games where, you know, everything's kind of just not your day. But that's okay. That's why we play 2 out of 3. This hand also very good. Some draws here with a Graceful Charity. I don't like seeing the DMOC. A lot of monsters again. I guess we get rid of DMOC. And I kind of want to keep this Jinzo around. Maybe I actually just get rid of Facilier? No, it's probably Blowback. Yeah, let's keep the Jinzo. We'll get rid of the Blowback Dragon. That seems totally fine. And I'm going to set Scapegoat. And there's a reasonable chance I could summon Jinzo next turn, so I'm just going to set the ring. Maybe get a little bit of extra damage. But I'm kind of hoping for is like flip up Scapegoat. Maybe I'm not supposed to set the ring. I set it just in case, like I am going to be going into Jinzo here. But I'm just going to flip up Scapegoat. We'll see what the opponent does, but we could be like... No, interesting. They didn't attack. Oh, Limiter. Hello. Well, this is 48.96. Okay. All right, let's meta this off. See if the opponent has an answer to this. Go get our 1,000 Eyes Restrict. And take that Archfiend Soldier. I think this is the best way to play to like see if the opponent has something here. Summon Legенzo. All right, we will attack. A damage step. And second limiter removal. You are out of here. Solemn Judgment can't save you now. Goodbye. All right. Taking game 2 on turn 2. Love to see it. I think I'm just going to run stuff back. Pretty happy with what we've got going on here. It looks like Fiends from the opponent, which is really, really cool. Okay. Yeah, can't argue with this hand. Going to see a whole bunch of cards, plus we have a Reasoning, and a Meta, and a Limiter. No monster from the opponent. We just have a back row, okay. Torrential's not bad. Was really hoping for a Dust Shoot, but no such luck. Throw down the Upstart Goblin. Go ahead and grab myself a draw. Messenger of Peace, okay. So if we can't get into anything, Messenger of Peace is at least a card that can hold off the Assault for a little bit. Oh, Prima and Facilier. Okay. Okay, well, I'm down to do some reasoning. Oh, yeah, there's meta to go with this? Okay. So hitting a Jinzo here could just end the game. We'll see. They call 6. Okay. Even if we hit the Jin... All right. Right? That's, yeah, 48 plus 48. Okay. Well, prima. Get this Jinzo back. All right. No MST from the opponent this time. Jinzo is here. I'll set Facilier. And I will go ahead and Metamorphosis it off. And Labyrinth Tank's going to be doing its thing here. Come on down, Labyrinth Tank. All right. Get into this here battle phase here. Damage step. Limiter removal. You're dead, opponent. All right. So, bit of a weird one in game 1, but just the opponent had everything. Like I said, everything lined up. We're at 950. So we're only 50 away. Thanks for playing. No GG. We're only 50 away. Let's go ahead and grab that second match. All right. Match number 2 against Paradukes. 574 elo. Oh, we get to go first again. Okay. That didn't help us out in game 1 of the last match, but we'll see if we can have a little bit more powerful, better game 1. Man, Demok is just glued to the hands. Well, greetings. Give the opponent a hello. We do have Scapegoat to go along with Monster Gate, so that sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, I think I'm going to set the Scapegoat and the Ring. I mean, I've got just like uber lethal more than likely, but we'll set the Ring in case of something like DD Warrior Lady or I don't know, something like that. Maybe we need the Ring for something. We'll see. But we've got Stein plus limiter removal, which is generally quite good. Opponent leading on a Pot of Greed here. We don't have a Giant Trunade or Heavy Storm or anything like that. Would love to see one of those, obviously. Or, you know, I mean, our luck was very much in Jinzo's hands in the last match, so... Oh, they hit the Ring? Okay. Blind MST into 2-set back row pass is not, not the ideal play to make by any means, but... Oh, God. Set 5, summon Swift Gaia. Okay. Alright, little Gumo action over there, maybe? Flip up Scapegoat. I mean, it's not guaranteed they have a Solemn Judgment back there, but it's probably pretty likely, right? Maybe they just really wanted to summon this guy out. And so they set a bunch of cards. You know, Easy to Slay You is a big fan of setting, whether there's a Solemn Judgment or not. Oh, come on. And we have the Trap Dust Shoot? Alright. Okay. Lose the Stein here. That's pretty big. Yeah, because Ryu Senshi's really bad on this board. This could be tough, but like, there's Mirror Force in the deck and Torrential, but no Sakuretsus usually. We'll see what happens here. Maybe they send back the Demok. No. Alright, Stein going back to the top of the deck. Decks like this can be... Oops. Can be tough sometimes. They're just disrupting you. But I think I'm going to go for Monster Gate here. See what I can do. I mean, if the opponent Solemn Judgments, they Solemn Judgment, right? There's not really much I can do about that at this point. And I feel like if they did have Solemn Judgment, they would Solemn there. If I hit a Jinzo, I mean, it could just be lights out. We'll hit a Stein instead. Okay. What do I want here? Like, I could just grab Thousand Eyes Restrict. Unfortunately, Fiend Skull Dragon doesn't do much. Oh, King Dragoon. It's good against Snatch Steal. Beats all their monsters except for DD Assailant, but... It doesn't beat Mirror Force or Torrential, but Torrential gets rid of the Swift Gaia. It's not good with limiter removal, but I think that is what I'm going to do here. I could always go Reaper on the Nightmare, just let it chill in defense, but I'm just going to go King Dragoon. If they have Mirror Force, they have Mirror Force. Screw it. We're attacking. Yeah, they do have the Mirror Force. Cool. That's like the one out. It's like literally like the one out in their deck. I guess I could have summoned Demok, but yeah. I don't know. I guess we're just going to be losing game ones today. All right. You got me. You got me. I was really excited about the Pot of Greed draw, but yeah, drop off is a very good answer to Pot of Greed. All right. Jar of Greed. Any... No drop offs this time. Okay. I'll set the Jar of Greed. We'll pass the turn. Yep. Blade Knight. That's a good one. I'm taking some damage here. All right, and Heavy Storm. Okay. Well, if we can hit a reasoning and it works out, this could be a very good draw. But probably going to need to hit like exactly a reasoning. Facilier. That's unfortunate. I guess we could summon it and set limiter. They know we have limiter. We end up losing the Facilier, but then they would lose a monster. I guess it keeps us alive, right? Okay. Pass the turn. They did not Solemn the Heavy. It's kind of interesting. I guess, yeah, you wouldn't Solemn the Heavy there. I guess either way, you kind of get screwed by a reasoning that works out, right? But you do still have the Compulse. Interesting. It's an interesting decision. They attack. I'd like to go to damage step. Is that okay, opponent? Oh, lagging a little bit. Can we go to damage step? I need to know. You could be playing Book of Moon. They usually don't play Book of Moon. No, we are still lagging, it appears. Good old Dueling Book doing its thing. Opponent had a fantastic start. Pot of Greed into... Sorry, I can't play? Okay. Dueling Book doing its thing on there into, which is like, looking at their start, like Pot of Greed into set 5. One was a trap dust shoot, one was a drop off. They hit correctly on the MST. They did have a Solemn Judgment. I'm going to ask if it's good to go to damage step again. Okay. Yeah. Limiter removal. They lose their Swift Gaia. And 500 life points. But again, I need to draw into Reasoning, which we do have all 3 in our deck. Unfortunately, the Facilier is gone at the end of the turn. Okay, Reasoning. Jar of Greed. That's not Reasoning. I will set it and pass the turn. All right. Well, I mean, we're going to lose game 1 here. That's Heavy Storm, sure. Gumo Sumo. We bring in the Messenger of Pieces. Royal Decree is really, really good here. Yeah, I'm just going to side like I've been siding against the aggro decks. Megamorph. Megamorph's kind of funny. The opponent's like going to be lowering their life total potentially with Jirai Gumo and stuff, so Megamorph definitely not the best here. Do I want third Giant Trunade? Is like they're going to be setting their hand almost every single time. Probably not. Heavy, double Trunade, double Royal Decree, probably still good enough. Yeah, and I think I do want the Lightning Vortex just to take out like assailants and spies and stuff. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and run it and see if we can win game 2 and 3 once again. If not, we're going to take a huge hit to our elo. All right, this is a very good start. Throw down the Pot of Greed. Facilier, very nice. Ring of Destruction, also pretty nice. I guess I don't need to set the ring here. Set Torrential. And probably just pass the turn. We've got Snatch, which is pretty good. Alright. Well, I guess, hold on. If I set Ring, then I potentially do have lethal in the next... No, because I would have to Giant Trune probably. The chances the opponent sets nothing. Yeah. I'm just going to set the Torrential. I don't think there's any need to play into a Heavy Storm turn 1. Yep, opponent also leading on Pot of Greed. Pretty good start again. See what they've got. Ring does punish Solemn Judgment, but again, I would like for them to use the Solemn Judgment first and Duo. Eee. That's pretty good. Facilier, yeah, it's not really what I wanted to see. I guess probably get rid of meta now. Sure. I could have gone King Dragoon turn 1, but then like the opponent could just summon out DD Assailant. I could protect with Ring of Destruction, but again, if they lead on like a Heavy Storm, whatever. Oh. No, you don't get King Tiger. Get that out of here. So we know they've got King Tiger. That's one difference from the easy to slay you build. Oh, please don't have drop off. all right. I understand. Yeah. Set the Ring of Destruction and pass the turn. Their drop offs have been very, very good this match. Sometimes. Yeah, Full Trinity, it's hard to beat. It's just hard to beat this, right? Though this deck does care about Trinity less, but like Pot Duo specifically into drop off, it's like, I don't know, this would have been a very powerful play. On my turn, the Reasoning also would have been a very powerful play, but there's the Threatening Roars, okay. Another Tiger, okay. You got it. I'm going to go ahead and ring that. Get it out of here. Hopefully they Solemn Judgment this. Oh, they're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking. I wonder if that is a Solemn Judgment. Maybe we can pull that out somehow. Yeah, another set card. Meta. Meta's not great, but I guess we're just going to pass the turn here. I don't really feel the need to play out the Metamorphosis just as a bluff. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Blotty, okay. Sure. Yeah, now we set everything. We know some of those are probably bluffs. Thinking this is probably a Solemn Judgment, though. So Giant Truenade's probably not going to go through. Upstart Goblin. Yeah. I mean, I can try to Trunade and Snatch. Sure. Let's see if this goes through. This is a card you don't often want to Solemn Judgment, but sometimes you kind of have to. Time Seal, that's fine. Okay. I think I'm going to upstart. It puts the opponent at 63. The reason I didn't upstart first is because I wanted the opponent to use Solemn Judgment first. But draw into Mirror Force, okay. I'll snatch the Blade Knight. Not going to make it 2,000, I guess. I don't get to draw next turn. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm just going to attack for 16. We know the opponent doesn't have any monsters. I think this is fine. I'll set the Mirror Force. They very well could have Heavy Storm. Would make a little bit of sense. But I don't want them to draw into like an Assailant or whatever. And just run over the Blade Knight when this is currently my clock. Yeah, no problem. Okay, yep, 4 back row. Here we go. I don't get to draw. You can pass the turn. I've already turned off auto draw. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could set meta now and make it 2K, right? It's fine. If they mirror force this or Saku it or something, it's oh god, compulse. No, no, no. Yeah. All right, go ahead. All right, at least they MST the meta, not MSTing the mirror force, which is good. Second mirror force the Blade Knight. I'm still like, I need a whole lot of help here though, right? Them setting that card first is a bit of information they didn't need to give, but I'm okay with that. Flip up mirror force here. Judgment, okay. All right, they're 2850, I'm at 23. Reasoning. I do get to draw this turn. Monster Gate, no! No, not the compulse. Oh, I could have meted off the Blade Knight for a Darkfire Dragon or a Carbon Hollow Warrior, but like it wouldn't have helped as far as the Monster Gate goes. Yeah, they draw the DD Assailant. You got it. Took a giant chunk. We're down to 928. That's how it's going to be sometimes. I'm feeling good. I'm going to grab another one, though. All right, here, match number 3. It's the 1,000 ranked player. We kind of just got absolutely run over by Gumo in that last one, which is going to happen sometimes. Those drop-offs were very, very good. Sometimes that card is a 0. Like against Night Assailant or Scapegoat draws, stuff like that. But, man, it was really, really good there, wasn't it? Okay, the opponent just set in 2 back row. Ooh. Okay. Real shot, we just win here. I'm going to throw down the True Nade. Jar of Greed, sure. Throw down Reasoning before we give the information that we are a machine deck. I call 4, awesome. Anything I hit here is excellent. Facilier, that's great. We win. Yeah. Summon Facilier, meta it off. Go grab the old Labyrinth tank, and I guess it does help to play around Kuhb. Yeah. We'll get back the Facilier here. And drop the limiter removal. Alright. And we're going to take game 1. We saw 2 back row. One was a Jar of Greed. Don't know what we're playing against. It could be Warriors. It doesn't have to be Turbo. I'm going to side of the mind controls. I'm going to call it's Turbo. Bruh. I like winning on turn 1. Opponent doesn't like me winning on turn 1. Oops. Man, just the hits that you take going all the way down to 928. We're 13 below where we started, and like it's okay. Ooh. Megamorph limiter removal action. Okay, opponent leading on Pot of Greed this time. And we do have a monster. It is a set monster, so maybe mind controls are going to be good here. Ooh. Another limiter, you say. Okay. If we can get the opponent to flip up a monster, maybe we'll be all right here. But I'm going to go ahead and lead on Upstart Goblin. I'm not going to summon out Facilier this turn. Oh. It just can't be right to go for it, right? It is lethal. There's no way. I need to wait for a heavy storm or something. I am going to mind control the monster. Hopefully it's like a deco or something. Not spy. All right, I'll flip up the spy. And I will set Jar of Greed, and I will pass the turn. Here you go. Have your spy back. Jar of Greed lives. Eventually, our opponent has to put something in attack position. Oh, Sasuke. Oh, it is warriors. Okay. Oh, and they're leaving the spy in attack, too. Okay, they're getting me out of Stein range. That makes sense. What they don't know is I don't need Stein. I just need Giant Trunade. Ooh, Snatch? Okay. Let's throw off Jar of Greed. Ring. Interesting. I'm gonna try to snatch this Sasuke and see what they do about it. Book of Moon. One back row to beat. It's warriors. If they summon a Blade Knight, I die. Even with this ring. But also, I don't have lethal. It's 28, 56. Oh, I do have lethal. Right? 56 is 11,200. One back row to beat. What do we think it is? I'm going to go for it. Maybe they don't think this is going to be huge. Play Megamorph. Or maybe they don't think it's going to be big enough. Attack Spy? Oh. Oh, you have messed up, opponent. Oh, you have messed up, opponent. Other limiter removal. Solemn Judgment won't save you now. I gotta know what that back row is. That's awesome. All right, we're back up to 941, which is exactly where we started. So yeah, 2 wins, 1 loss, and we are even. I gotta view the replay here, though. I gotta see. I just gotta see. All right, let's go next game. That's so funny. The bruh here, too. Oh, was it just Smashing Ground? Oh, was it Solemn Judgment? Yes. Oh, that's so funny. And they use the, like, I mean, like, it's kind of a weird thing, right? Like, I'm going to summon Facilier. This doesn't mean you're dead. Maybe I just feel like I need to do something because, like, if you summon a Blade Knight and you're able to pump it, I'm dead. Maybe the opponent's thinking that. They are a highly rated player. Definitely not saying they made a mistake. It's really hard to Solemn Judgment any card there. Because, like, if you Solemn the Facilier, you could just die. And you have no other protection. Why would you Solemn the Megamorph? Like, I guess if you are reading that my last 2 cards are indeed limiter removal, yeah. Well, no, I guess if you Solemn the Megamorph, then you just die. So, like, yeah, I kind of agree with the opponent not doing anything about Solemn Judgment there, because what are the chances my hand is exactly Facilier, Megamorph, double limiter? Or I guess it could be Facilier, triple limiter, but that's even worse chances, probably. I'm having a lot of fun. We're back up to 941. I think. Screw it. Well, let's get another one. Why not? All right. Match number, what is this? 4. Another highly rated player. 1179. All right, we get to go first again. Very nice. Let's close this one out on a win here. Get us above where we started. This is a good hand to do it with. I don't think I'm going to do anything on turn 1. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. And hopefully not get hit with a Donzalug. That would be not ideal. Pot of Greed, sure. Bonus had a lot of Pot of Greeds today. That's for sure. Are we... We do not need to declare Pot of Greed twice. DD Warrior Lady, that one I accept. All right, here's what I'm hoping. Oh, just one back row? Okay. Sure. Here you go. I can't tribute for Jinzo now, but that's okay. Jinzo back to the deck. I got a brain control. I got a reasoning here. What I was hoping was the opponent would just set a bunch of back row. We'd be able to heavy storm. They flip Solemn Judgment, go to 4,000, then we take this and tribute for Jinzo. But not going to be able to do that. This is okay. Now, it's going to be tough to win here, but there's definitely a chance. See what reasoning brings. If reasoning gets Stein. Oh, they call 4. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's one of the things, I've probably said this a ton of times. It's one of the things I really like about the machine deck. A lot of people call 4. We got the Stein. We did it. We got the Stein. Okay. So, if we go into this big old koala thing, we need to not hit Stein. Essentially, off of this monster gate, and we win. All right. Anything but Stein. D-Mock. That one will do it. All right. Hit the old declare button. I don't even know. It does not matter. Let's just get, I don't know, Snatch Steal. Screw it. I'll take that DD Warrior Lady permanently, but they already knew about the brain control. They are dead. Pick up game 1 here, presumably Warriors. So a lot of aggro today. Wait, did I? Oh, I missed the vortex. Right. There we go. A lot of aggro today. I've drawn pretty well. Can't complain about that. The opponents have drawn pretty well as well. But I feel like the reasoning gate deck drawing well is sort of better than most like meta decks drawing well. Granted, maybe not against Gumo, because like, I don't know, if the Gumo deck draws super well in the matchup, plus their drop-offs are just absolutely insane, they're probably going to win. But here we are. Game 2. I don't hate this. Facilier with a Metamorphosis. We got a Reasoning. D-Mock, once again, glued to the hand. We haven't drawn well as far as having D-Mock in the hand, but, you know, that's okay. Oh, Scapegoat. Okay. Here you go. Yep, Facilier back makes a whole lot of sense. That could be a DD Warrior Lady. It's probably not a Dust Tornado. If I had to guess, I'm going to set the Scapegoat. I think that makes a whole lot of sense. Don't need to run it out into Tribe. Yeah, I'll set it. That very well could be Dust Tornado, but if it's not, cool. I did. I shuffled. Didn't I? Oh. Okay. Duo. Yeah, Duo's very powerful here. I kind of want him to hit Reasoning. Okay, Meta's also fine. Meta's just really good in the matchup, but as long as I can keep my Monster Gate, I'm pretty okay with that. And I've got my goats sticking around, hopefully buying me some time. Oh, Sangan into DD Warrior Lady. Okay. I'm just going to flip the Scapegoat on the Sangan attack here. A bold move, clicking attack with both directly, knowing that I have a Scapegoat. Alright, they are going to attack 2 of them, though. So that makes our Monster Gate into Stein pretty good. Upstart Goblin. Okay. Do I need to play that? I guess it could like draw me into a heavy storm or something here. So yeah, I'll go ahead and play it. True nade. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's let's see what we can do here. Gigante True Nade your back row, please. All right. Reasoning and Monster Gate take me home. We have all of our monsters except for Demok in the deck. So they're not going to call 8, which kind of sucks, but they call 2. Okay. That would be our Stein, but we only have 1. Here comes Blowback Dragon. Blowback Dragon's pretty good. Oh, they did. Oh, sorry. They said, was that 2? Oh, that 2 was the 2 for Scapegoat. My bad. I saw the 2 and I was like, oh, they called 2. Let's target this DD Warrior Lady, see if we can get this out of here. And do I want to go for Monster Gate? Probably. Okay, well, DD Warrior Lady's sticking around. If I hit Stein, it's really good. Yeah, I think I don't have anything else going on. I think I just need to press here. Okay. Stein's very good. Facilier, not amazing. I'm gonna lose both of my monsters, right? They're just gonna go grab an Exiled Force, but that's okay. If I do it this way, then like they have to grab the Exiled Force here, and then they leave their monster zones empty, so maybe I draw into a Reasoning or something. I don't know. It's just been a bit of a rough one here. Serpent. Okay. Yeah, I'll just attack the DD Warrior Lady. I don't want them to... Oh? Oh, they have BLS in hand? That's unfortunate. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to play around them doing that, right? Yeah. Okay, here's BLS. My Snatch Steal is live. Still have a Brain Control in the deck. They have Serpent in hand? Okay, yeah, they are going to clear everything. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, hopefully I just draw into Stein. There's only 1 in the deck. But, you know. Yeah, now they've got a bunch of back row. Okay. Alright. Alright. Messenger of Peace is not bad. That do be a Floodgate. Alright, we'll pass the turn. Some rough matchups, really, to have to go against while we're getting, you know, closer to the end. Dust Tornado, sure. I like them waiting to use it till their turn. A lot of people just like rip it off in the end phase because they're so used to activating stuff in the end, but just a shout out to the opponent doing it right there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run it back. Cool. Let's do it. Hopefully we can pull down game 3 here. One thing I do like about the machine version of RGT even more is like I think it's a little bit better against Trap Death Shoot. Okay, this hand's pretty sick. I'm not even going to play a Messenger of Peace, I don't think, because I kind of want the opponent to attack one of the goats. But we'll pass the turn. Hopefully there's no duo here. Double Messenger of Peace in hand also helps insulate against duo a little bit better. Thunder Dragon, okay. It's Chaos Warrior, sure. Kind of figured that out after last game. So we've got 2 Thunder Dragons in hand. Are we following up with a Graceful Charity? No. We have a back row, okay. Do I want to wait? Is the question. Or do I just want to get aggressive? I said 2 cards. Basically, I'm putting everything all in on hitting Jinzo. Hitting Cyber Sign here wouldn't even be good. I guess it would off of the Monster Gate exactly. I think I'm not going to activate here. Facilier. Okay. Do I want a Reasoning? I guess I could. Could go into Senshi, potentially. If I hit the Stein, if I hit Demok, that's great. They're probably going to call 2. If I hit Blowback, that's fine. If I hit Jinzo, that's fine. I'll throw down a Reasoning here. I'm just kind of holding the Monster Gates a little bit. We'll see. See what the opponent calls here. They could call 6. It's also worth noting that this deck is a little less trap-heavy than traditional Warriors. So, oh, I hit the Stein. Okay. That's unfortunate. And now they're going to Dust Shoot? Okay. It's fine. Alright, unfortunately they called 2 and, like, we only had Stein. But that's okay. I don't think I'm playing the Messenger piece. I want them to put monsters in attack position. The only problem here is, I don't know. Stein, of course, is like our big damage dealer. We're tributing for Thunder Dragon. Sure, that's fine. Flip this up. They very well could. Yeah, they are going to attack one. It's fine. All right. Ring. I mean, I could wait. I've got this ring here. If I hit Jinzo, it's great. We know of 1 Thunder Dragon in hand as well. I'm just going to go for it. If we hit Demok here, it's good. If we hit Jinzo, it's good. Facilier is not great, but one of those, of course, is out of the deck. Blowback Dragon's not even bad. Okay, there's Blowback. This one. Book of Moon, okay. It's fine. So now... Facilier, Demok, Jinzo? Alright, let's do it. Got a really good shot here at hitting something good. Facilier, obviously the worst hit, but... yeah, that's what we get. Okay. Let's attack over this Thunder Dragon here. Ring of Destruction. Okay, that's fine. Opponent goes to 52, I go to 52. We'll set our ring, which the opponent doesn't know about. Set Messenger piece. Yeah, they get their... or play the Messenger piece. They get their Serpent back. It's fine. So we know about Serpent, Thunder Dragon in hand, and the 3 others. And I'm sitting here on a Blowback Dragon, which is pretty nice. I've got the backup Messenger piece if I need it. It's unfortunate we didn't get into Jinzo or Demok there, but, you know, sometimes that's how it be, right? If we draw a limiter here, I mean, obviously that's very good. There are 2 in the graveyard. Imagine they're switching this to defense. No. Okay. Trunade. Yeah, I know, I'm thinking. I'm just gonna let it go. Raigeki break. Man, There's no justice in this world. Okay. I'm just gonna throw down this other messenger of peace then. I mean, if we draw into our third monster gate, we're golden here. Oh, it's gone. Of course it's gone. I think Prima's gone too. Yeah, Prima's gone. Oh, we're gonna lose this game. Yeah, and there's Graceful Charity. At least presumably the Serpent is set. Man, this has been brutal. Why are we clicking on the messenger of peace here? Discard card destruction, sure. Tank. Asura Priest, okay. So we still have a Thunder Dragon in hand and Pot of Greed, sure. Why not? What am I looking for at this point? Monster Gate's gone, I guess reasoning into the opponent calling it incorrectly. Target there, okay, I'll hit your Thunder Dragon. To keep the Messenger of Peace up. Cliff? Oh, they sided in Cliff for Decree. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. All right, I need reasoning into the opponent calling it incorrectly. How about I draw Demok instead? All right, pass the turn. Been brutal. The Book of Moon was excellent. This is lethal. You got it. All right, we're going to take another good chunk. Oh, down to 923. It's not great, but I mean, I'd have to run these back really to look at it, but like, I don't know. Just kind of got torched, right? The opponent didn't even really play anything. It's like the Book of Moon, we went down to not very many cards. Did they not play Duo this game? The pot was later in the Graceful Charity, so those didn't really play into it a whole lot. The Cliff was pretty good. I guess maybe, did they see Messenger? They may have seen the Messenger of Pieces in game 2. It may not have just been for Decree. I don't remember if we played it, but there's a chance I could have seen it. I don't remember exactly what happened. But, oh, that's right. They called the reasoning correctly that hit our Cyberstein. That was pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Just a little unfortunate. Like, the Gumo deck just ran over us. We kind of got ran over in the 2 games we lost in this one as well. But, highly rated opponent. Cool. That's going to happen sometimes. 2-2, that's fine. Like, I looked up the record again for just like this version of RGT, not counting the EMIS version. We're running like an 83% win rate. So overall, great. But as far as like dueling book ladder elo goes, obviously you don't want to lose the rate, or you don't want to lose the matches on the higher ladder because you get punished a little bit more. But we started out 941, we're down to 923. That's okay. We'll put together some more wins, but it's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.